The goal of science is to research, to observe, to meticulously record. But what happens when the very subjects of your experiment turn the tables on you? What happens when the phenomena you are desperately trying to study is actually studying you? For years, my work with Missing 411 is focused on inexplicable disappearances, on people vanishing from remote locations, often without a trace, sometimes under conditions that defy all known logic and physics. We have established patterns, geographical clusters, and circumstances that suggest a power far beyond our comprehension is at play. And now, those same disturbing patterns, that same high-level technological puzzle, has led us straight to a small, isolated patch of land in Utah, Skinwalker Ranch. This isn't just a story about spooky lights in the dark. This is about an entity, a profound, intelligent force that operates on a technological level we can barely even scratch the surface of. Consider the night of May 24th, 2022. The team brought in astronomers with high-end, standalone telescopes, all linked to GPS and preloaded with comprehensive star data. Their goal was simple: to look through a specific location known as the Triangle Area, to see if the stars on the other side showed any strange optical distortion. And every single time they locked on to a known star, the star would instantly vanish. Not from the sky, mind you, but from the telescope's own internal, standalone computer database. It was precisely and surgically erased, completely gone from the system. Now, ask yourself this question: how fast does an intelligence have to be to read the operator's mind, to anticipate which specific star they are seeking, and then, at the speed of thought, remotely hack a non-networked computer system to remove the data? It is a technological leap so profound, it truly defies our understanding of physics. The researchers, highly intelligent men and women, are running their cutting-edge experiments, but the entity's response is so advanced it's almost contemptuous. It's as though the humans are playing kindergarten-level checkers, while the intelligence opposing them is playing master's-level chess. It seems to be simply toying with the limitations of the human mind. We've seen physical displays of this overwhelming power across the ranch. Camera cables are cut by an unseen, invisible force with no physical perpetrator visible on surveillance footage. A rancher's wife finds all her groceries, after being meticulously stored away, suddenly back out on the counter, completely rearranged. And then there is the infamous incident of the 3 2,000-pound bulls, found somehow crammed like sardines inside a small, sealed cab-over camper. This entity possesses the ability to manipulate matter, to negate physics, and perhaps even to bend local space and time. It leads us directly to one terrifying, undeniable conclusion. We must confront the possibility that the scientists are not the researchers here. The researchers are actually the ones being researched. The entity is conducting its own field study. If this force can read the human mind, if it can monitor our computer systems at the speed of light, then why couldn't it be monitoring our vital signs as well? Our heart rate, our blood pressure, our emotional response to fear and confusion, that data is all being collected. When obstacles are systematically put in front of the researchers, they are being subjected to a test. Their frustration, their fear, their technological confusion, that is the data harvest. They are the laboratory animals, and the Skinwalker entity is the scientist, the grand manipulator. This is where the story catastrophically intersects with the missing 411 cases. We've always had to consider the possibility of a dimensional rift or a hidden force capable of snatching people without leaving any forensic trace whatsoever. If an entity can negate invisibility, move massive objects, and alter complex electronics in the blink of an eye, is it not the perfect, untraceable predator for a human being in a secluded national forest? It's the same technological signature of overwhelming dominance, a powerful, unseen entity controlling the environment and the subject. Now, let's look at the famous chilling 5:13 a.m. incident. Travis is violently woken by a loud, sudden knock on his trailer. At the exact same moment, another researcher in the control room wakes from a night terror and observes an inexplicable atmospheric explosion, a celestial body dissolving on the monitor. This is not coincidence. This is absolute technological precision. Now, for those of you who follow the patterns in my missing 411 research, you know that numbers often hold a strange and unique significance. Take the numbers of that specific time, 5, 1, 3, add them together. The number 9 holds profoundly unique properties in mathematics and ancient numerology. Is the entity leaving a deliberate cryptic signature, a marker in the temporal sequence of the event? The implications of this overwhelming power go far beyond a single ranch in Utah. If this entity can read our thoughts, control electronics, and move matter at will, then we have to ask the most frightening question of all. Could this force be responsible for the greatest, most baffling disappearances of our time? Think about the baffling vanishing of Malaysia Airlines, Flight 370, a modern airliner, stellar pilots, yet vanished without a trace, leaving a world of speculation and confusion. But if the Skinwalker intelligence, let's just call it the alien abduction entity, has the power to remotely alter or control sensitive onboard computers at the speed of thought, then why couldn't it have altered the navigation computers on MH370? Why couldn't it have guided that plane and all its passengers into an unknown location, a different dimension? This level of advanced technological interference suggests a foe so far ahead of us, they are not just 10 steps ahead, they are 1,000 steps ahead. They anticipate our every move, and they know what we're thinking before we act. They have already controlled the setting and the outcome. This brings us back to the government's involvement. The DIA, the military, they all eventually walked away from the ranch. Was it simply because they couldn't solve the puzzle? Or was it something far more dangerous and profound? Could this entity, this interdimensional phenomenon, have put the United States government on notice? Did this intelligence demonstrate a capability so utterly devastating that the government determined further research was a catastrophic national security risk? We must stop thinking about this phenomenon on a human scale. We must acknowledge that the game has fundamentally changed. The researchers are the researched. The hunters are the hunted. The hundreds of disappearances in my missing 411 case files share that same core, chilling element. The complete and utter mastery of the event by an unknown force. No tracks, no struggle, complex searches yielding nothing but frustration. The same entity that removes a star from a computer in Utah could easily be the force that removes a hunter from a remote forest in Oregon. It controls the parameters, it controls the location, and it ensures the outcome is a baffling, clean slate. We are not the most powerful beings on this planet, and the evidence at Skinwalker Ranch gives us a terrifying, unmistakable glimpse into what is truly in control. Keep your minds open, do your own homework on the number 9, and always be aware of your surroundings. Because when you're out in the remote locations where our missing 411 cases occur, you are truly playing on someone else's chessboard, and they have already anticipated your final move. I'll see you soon. Paulides out.